Hey there, it's Steve, your gym best friend, and today we're going to be going over a dumbbell workout that you can do at home or anywhere to help with your back and your biceps. So we always start off our exercises with stretching, and so if you have resistance bands, they're a great help for this first one, but if not, you can always use the household towel. You're going to be doing banded or towel pull-aparts, so you're just pulling it out with a little squeeze or a tug. Of course, the resistance bands give more of a tug, but if you are on the road or don't have resistance bands, you can always just pull on the towel with a big squeeze as you're doing it, opening up your back, feeling your biceps. You'll do that for about 10 to 12 times. Then you're gonna get down on all fours and do some cat-cow movements. So if you've done yoga before, you'll know this one, but you'll have your hands kind of underneath your chest, where your chest is, so that your arms are in line on your knees, and pushing your stomach down and your head up. You're doing the cow, and then pushing back in the opposite direction, head down, back up like there's a string on your back that you're trying to reach to the ceiling. Do the cat. So you can inhale into the cow, exhale into the cat, and go back and forth through those movements for roughly 30 seconds. When those 30 seconds pass, you can get up. You can do some arm circles, some arm swings. So you can do them in circles. Do these for about 30 seconds. You can do arm crosses with kind of a squeeze focusing on your back and the back when you go. Do those for about 30 seconds. You can even do upward swings, kind of help stretch out your upper back. Do each of those for 30 seconds. And then go into Scapula Squeezes, where you're kind of squeezing your arms together behind your back. Do about 15 squeezes. And after that routine, go through that twice, and you'll be all warmed up and ready for our back and bicep routine. So, starting with the main back workout, we're going to start with bent over rows. So you'll need dumbbells, and then what you're going to do is, with a slight bend of your knees, you're mostly lowering your back down so you have a straight back. It can help you if you look up, just row up. At the top of the row, you're giving a nice squeeze to your back muscles, and then you're lowering it with intention, kind of doing resistance against the gravity. And for those, you can do 3 sets of 10 to 12. Next up, to get our biceps started, we're going to do hammer curls. So we're going to have our palms facing towards each other, and we're going to do a nice curl. We'll focus on the short head of the bicep. So squeeze up top, lower with control, squeeze up top, lower with control. And you're going to want to do 3 sets of 10 to 12 reps. Next up, to target our upper back muscles and the backs of our shoulders, we're going to be doing a rear delt flies. So you want lighter weight for these. You're going to hinge down like you do with the rows, but this time what we're going to do is we're going to do a reverse curl up. So with the bend at our elbows, we're able to bring them up with a nice squeeze behind the shoulder blades with each repetition. Give you another view. And to compensate for the weight, we're going to do 3 sets of 12 to 15 reps. Next up, we're going to be doing incline bicep curls. And so if you have a chair available to you, you can sit on the chair and then do your bicep curls with a lower range of motion. Big squeeze at the top, then down, big squeeze, down. If you do not have a chair, we're going to try these standing up. Another way that you can get that incline for them is to just hinge your body forward as you go. By hinging your body forward, you'll definitely feel that extra resistance while still maintaining that full range of motion to work out the long head of your biceps. And you'll do 3 sets of 10 to 12 of those. Next up for our back workout, we're going to be doing Deadstop Rows, which is a variation of the bent over row. We're going to be bending over using a table or a chair for support, so you can get nice and low, and you're literally just lifting it up off the ground into a row and back down. And you're doing it in a more explosive movement, so a little higher, swing up, nice tight swing, let it hit the ground, back, hit the ground, back. And then you can switch. Explosive up, down. You're going to do 10 reps of those for each arm, 3 times. Next up, you're going to grab a heavier dumbbell, and you're going to be doing slow and controlled isolated bicep curls. So by isolating it, having a chance to really focus on curling at a higher weight than you might normally be able to if you had to control both at the same time. Keeping your elbow nice and steady as you go. Do 8 repetitions to 10 repetitions with one arm. Then switch and do about 8 to 10 repetitions with the other arm. If for some reason you don't have heavier dumbbells that are posing a challenge, I will let you know that the challenge can always be increased with any weight by doing it slower. So even if I was to swap this out from 25 to 12, that was to really just slow down that movement as I go through each repetition. It's still going to be great for developing those muscles over time. Enjoy! Hey there, next up in our back and bicep routine, we're going to be doing Superman pulls. So with that, you're going to lay on your stomach, hands straight out and feet straight out like you're flying like Superman. What you're going to do is you're going to raise up with a squeeze and back down. Up with a squeeze and back down. So your feet and your arms are going up, and where you'll feel that squeeze is in your lower to mid back. I'm going to do that for 12 to 15 reps. And lastly, to finish up our back and bicep routine, we're doing sideways isolated rear delt flies. So laying down on the side, you can use your forearm for support, or you can go flat down if you're up for the extra challenge. Be on your side, have your elbow against your hip. We're just raising it up. Isolating those upper shoulder and back muscles. And you're going to want to do those about 10 each side. All right, now that you've finished your back and bicep routine, it's time to do some stretches to make sure that our recovery is set up and that we're healing as best as possible. You can start with some shoulder squeezes with a little torso twist as well. I can feel those back muscles, especially in the upper part of your back, stretching out. Do another arm hold with a twist. Help stretch out those back muscles. I'm going to hold each of these arms for 30 seconds. As you're doing it, you're breathing in through your nose, out through your mouth, and with a 30-second hold for each side, you should be ready to move into Scapula Squeezes with more of a hold. So just squeezing, holding that position, breathing in through your nose, out through your mouth. You can relax. And then after resting for 15 to 30 seconds, do it again. Complete that. You can also stretch out some side stretches. So just using one hand on your leg for support, with the other one in a stretch. Hold that stretch and breathe through it. And switch sides. Then you can always finish with some additional cat-cow rotations. So breathing into the cat, out with the cow, into the cat, out with the cow. Do those for about 30 seconds each.